For me, one of the biggest arseholes on the planet is also something of an enigma, because I have no idea why the talentless fucktard that is Kanye West remains famous. Although these days he goes by the name Ye, spelt Y-E, the same as the Old English word ye, which was actually pronounced the. So the got himself into the news last week because, living in this age of cancel culture, he's managed to fucking cancel himself. Appearing on the InfoWars live stream, hosted by far-right conspiracy theorist Alex James, although in the clip we're about to see, James appears to be wise and sage-like, trying to fend off the furious rantings of West. West arrived with his face completely covered, dressed head to toe in Balenciaga clothing, and that's the fashion house which has just had to withdraw its latest ad campaign because it appeared to be promoting paedophilia. So Kanye, or The, took the opportunity to express his love, admiration and respect for Adolf Hitler and the Nazi Party.
You know, it's like he had a really cool outfit and stuff, and he was a really good architect. And
so you're in love with the look of it.
And he didn't kill 6 million Jews. That's just like factually incorrect.
Guys, get the Ronald Reagan clip they showed me yesterday. Sorry, go ahead. Ronald Reagan said that too. Well, I think Hitler did target and kill some people. So I think, you know.
I think Obama killed Palestinians.
No, I hear you. Here's where I think the frustration is. And Nick, you can comment on this.
And Obama was not the first black president. He was another Jewish president.
So as well as being a gobshite, West is now an active Holocaust denier, something that in Germany is actually a crime. But he said he admires Hitler's work as an architect, so he's done his homework because Hitler wasn't a fucking architect. He made the false claim in Mein Kampf that he'd worked as a draftsman, but there's no proof he ever had that job. However, Hitler was a painter, as well as being a psychopath and a sexual deviant, and yes, he was an excellent public speaker. But no one with a hint of sanity would say that the Führer was in any way a likeable person. During the same interview, Alex James commented that the Nazis were thugs, to which West replied, "You've got to stop dissing the Nazis. They did bad things, but they also did good things," adding, "I love Jewish people, but I also love the Nazis." Now, to be in a position where you're agreeing with any of the ideology of the Third Reich and think you're not being anti-Semitic, that takes a special type of moron. So let's play devil's advocate. What are the good things the Nazis did? Well, they were certainly snappy dresses in their uniforms designed by Hugo Boss. There's no denying that the Nazi war machine turned out some of the best armed forces the world has ever seen. And they were years ahead of other people when it came to technology. It's worth remembering that the rocket that put Neil Armstrong on the moon, designed by NASA, but the NASA scientists were all under the control of ex-Nazis. I'm sure there are many things the Nazis did extremely well. However, that doesn't cancel out a psychotic regime who took mass murder and industrialised it and caused the worst conflict in human history. And Kanye West is black. The Nazis wouldn't even acknowledge him as being a person. Now, I barely acknowledge him as being a person. That has nothing to do with his ethnicity. It's because he's such an utter prick. And after the interview was over, he then got himself banned from Twitter for posting this image. The Star of David with a fucking swastika in it. And this is just the latest of a string of bizarre publicity stunts aimed at keeping the rapper in the news. And every single one of them backfires. And as for his claim that President Obama is Jewish, really, Kanye? Barack Hussein Obama, a man whose both father and stepfather were Muslim. And I looked it up, there's a chance he could have a tiny bit of Jewish ancestry coming from Ethiopia. So Kanye West is now an African American who's also an anti-Semitic white supremacist. However, it is getting to the point where I'm starting to feel sorry for Mr. West, because clearly he's off his fucking nut. Normal people do not behave like that. And I'd guess that because he's such a narcissist, he's surrounded himself with cronies and yes men. Because I'll guess it'll only be people who are interested in propping up his ego for their own financial gain, who'd go along with the idea, would praise him for going on InfoWars, talking about his love of fascists while dressed like a fucking sock puppet. So that's the end of this video, but before I go, one more thing. Do you remember Kanye had that song, Gold Digger? Well now, he has to pay $200,000 a month in child support, giving that money to Kim Kardashian and predictably whoever she's fucking this week. As ever, thanks for watching.